Oh, fuck.
Hi.
Who's doing the intro?
I'll do the intro.
Yeah, it's your
It's
turn.
turn.
It's my turn. Alright. So, welcome to the Dorm Room Stories podcast, where we talk about stories while we're in a dorm. That's it. That's the podcast.
Pretty
Goodbye.
Oh.
No,
More credits.
Bye.
Today we're talking about Thanksgiving. What we're thankful for, our favorite foods, and other food. It's an episode about food, because I'm hungry.
Yeah, food episodes. I don't know about you guys, but I know we're all three really into food. I'm really into food because, like, I'm a big boy. I love eating food. You just enjoy food in general.
I'm really into food more than I was before, because I'm now more willing to try different foods and new foods.
Yeah. You're in culinary, so
Yeah.
you just love food in general.
Food is great.
So, yeah. Well, let's start. Let's go
What are your
around.
plans for Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
For me, I'm going to my cousin's place, and we're having Thanksgiving celebrations there. It's all the way down in Virginia.
I'm also going to my cousin's place, but it's not as far as where you're going. I'm going to my cousin's for Thanksgiving as well.
I'm going home. Going to Ohio. Gonna go see my mom's.
Doesn't exist.
I'm going to Akron. Because Ohio doesn't exist. Fucking Pittsburgh.
It makes you so mad when people say
Yeah, because Ohio's cool. It's a cool place.
It doesn't exist, guys.
That's fine. But yeah, I get to go see my mom's. I'm gonna cook a couple birds. I think we got 3 birds this time. And I'm on pie duty because I was doing baking.
Do you guys do a big Thanksgiving celebration like every year?
Well,
Okay. Does like a lot of your family come together for your Thanksgiving dinner?
there's like, it's usually about 3 or 4 different, like, family come together.
Okay.
Like, it's not huge, but, like, it's pretty big. Like, usually we've never had it at my house because my house is so small. But we've had it at, like, other people's houses. Usually, it's always been my grandma, my cousins, and my uncle and aunt. It's always been that. Just, like, where it's been has changed, and the amount of people have changed, too.
Yeah. What about you?
My bad. Charlie texted. No. That's fine. They won't care. My celebrations used to be really big. I used to go home and see, like, both sides of my family, my mom and my dad's. But I think this time it's just gonna be pretty low key. I think it's just gonna be like my mom, maybe my aunt and uncle and me.
Do you guys usually watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade?
Yeah.
Yes. My mom usually puts it on and we have to watch it. We usually don't have a big celebration at
Yeah.
my house. It's usually just like my household.
Yeah, what's like max amount of people for you guys?
The most I think we've ever had was 10, and it was my mom, my 2 sisters, me, my grandmother, and I believe my grandfather and his wife, and I think my aunt and uncle, one of my cousins. I think the max we've ever had is maybe 10.
That's not bad.
Like at my house, but usually our Thanksgiving, when I was younger, my grandma used to come down every year to have Thanksgiving with my mom, like on our side. But after like a certain point, my grandma stopped like coming to our Thanksgiving, and so it usually just became like my mom, my 2 sisters, and me. And then my mom started working at a restaurant, and they have like a Thanksgiving Day like dinner for people to come and eat with their family, whatever, for like older people who can't cook and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So she has to work on Thanksgiving every year now, and so we stopped having Thanksgiving like on Thanksgiving. We would have it like the Saturday after sometimes, but now with both my sisters being out of the country, my mom is like, I'm not gonna make a whole Thanksgiving feast for me and you on one day.
Yeah.
I would. I still would.
So we don't really celebrate Thanksgiving, but my mom did tell my aunt that like I could go there for Thanksgiving, so I'm going over there this year for Thanksgiving.
Yeah. One thing that I didn't know was a thing until like this year was there's something called Friendsgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Where-
when
yeah.
when your family doesn't get together. It's when a group of friends get together and sit around a table. Because Thanksgiving's about celebrating like
What you're thankful for.
what you're
Who
thankful
you
for,
appreciate
and
and enjoy.
like being around like your family and stuff like that. I always celebrate Thanksgiving as like being around people you're thankful for and being around like your family. It's like that's the kind of holiday it is. But there's a thing called Friendsgiving where you celebrate the friends in your life that you're grateful for and stuff like that. So then you'll sit around a table with a group of your friends and be like, hey, I'm thankful for you, thankful for me. Let's eat dinner together.
Yeah, I went to the Friendsgiving. I went to 2 Friendsgiving. I went to the one at the school, which it was okay,
But it was
but
catered by Giant Eagle, which was really nice.
yeah,
It was good food.
the catering was good. But I feel like the one with just my friends was more personal.
Absolutely.
We had one in the dorm, and what we did was we took the 2 desks from the D room,
You
and we
just
made
put 'em
those.
together,
Yeah, we made those
I
the
saw
big
it.
table, and then we just brought all our chairs together. It was really nice, and we all dressed up fancy.
The one they did up at the school was more for like people who who aren't getting a chance to eat like Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It's just to like have that. They try to make everyone feel kind of like at home in some way, even if they can't make it home.
Yeah.
So I totally get what, and like I really appreciate what they did. It felt nice to sit around with like a few friends and just eat dinner and talk.
I don't have friends.
We know.
My culinary class was gonna do Thanksgiving, but Friendsgiving. We planned 2 actually, and neither of them went through because now we all aren't thankful for each other. But
You've learned that you'll hate each
we've
other.
learned that we're all miserable. But we had some cool plans. We all like had dish ideas. I just learned how to make strawberry or the pretzel salad.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be
That's
making
good.
that soon for this weekend when I come back. Like I'm bringing it here.
Yes.
So
I will eat that. I
I'm-
love that.
I'm bringing a bird back as well. So
What is
like,
bird? Oh,
turkey.
Oh.
There's
Even
gonna
a
be-
live bird?
no, there's gonna be 5 of us at Thanksgiving. And we're making 3 whole birds.
Why? That's a lot.
Because my mom is very. She likes to cook. She's not.
Oh, yeah.
She's not the greatest at it, which is.
Sorry, Mom.
No, she's a good cook. I appreciate her making food. It's just they don't use salt. Like spices and stuff don't really come to mind
So
when I think of her
they
cooking.
they cook like white people.
They cook like white people.
Got it.
But
Like-
every Thanksgiving they always make like weird dishes, like Brussels sprouts and all these like random things that you don't see on Thanksgiving. So I wanted to make more traditional, so I was like, alright, I'm gonna cook a bird. And they were like, okay, well we're also doing 2 birds. So we're gonna have a smoked, a deep fried, and an oven roasted turkey.
Ooh, smoked.
Yeah, I'm smoked.
Oh.
That's the one I'm hoping to be put on. But I'm making like 10 pies.
That's wild.
I'm very excited for it.
What is your guys' like favorite Thanksgiving food?
Oh, mine is mac and cheese. Like
Like homemade mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's either gonna be mac and cheese or sweet potato casserole with the mushrooms.
Yeah.
Or the
Mushrooms? You mean
Marshmallows.
marshmallows? I do the same thing. No, yeah, I think I'm with you on that. Is either because my mom's homemade mac and cheese recipe.
It's
you've
so
both
good.
had it.
Yeah.
My mom makes it every year for Thanksgiving. This is gonna be the first Thanksgiving where like I don't have it from like her making it, so that's gonna suck. But like I'm probably gonna make it myself.
Just
Or
say just
something.
make it. You got recipes.
I don't got money.
That's true.
But that mac and cheese or like sweet potato casserole is really good. Usually my top 2. Does your family make your stuffing like in the turkey?
Stuffing or dressing?
Well, it usually depends on which part of the family.
Yeah.
Because I think most of them do. Most of them do the stuffing inside the turkey. But I think that I don't know if my mom does it in or outside the turkey. She doesn't really cook it that much because usually we don't have it at our place. But
We do it outside. This year I'm doing mine, the one that I'm smoking.
Mhm.
I'm doing that inside.
Mhm.
Just have that like nice smoke.
Yes.
But I learned recently that you shouldn't ever stuff your turkey, actually, because when you put it inside, the meat around it gives off less heat, and it has a risk of not cooking properly. But like, I still do it because it's delicious.
Yeah. We actually do it both. Every year we did Thanksgiving, we did it both. We did both because my one sister did not like stuffing that was cooked inside the turkey.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't like the way that stuffing tasted compared to stuffing cooked outside the turkey. So we had to make both kinds, and my sister would eat the outside the turkey kind. I'd always eat the inside the turkey kind because I think it tastes great.
Yeah,
so,
you get that like the juices of the meat and shit in there.
Yeah, so definitely we've definitely had it both every year. So that's why I figured I'd ask, just because like I've experienced both. Like we have it every year.
Do you guys make gravy? Like do gravy?
No, we usually. Well, I think we've made gravy a couple times, but usually we just out of a can.
Fun fact about turkey is that for Friendsgiving, nobody knew how to cook the turkey or how to get the stuff inside the turkey outside of the turkey. So what happened was, what's his name? Well, what should we name him? Tom?
Call
Yeah.
him, I don't know who it is, but call him
I don't
Tom.
know who it is.
Tom comes in, and like he was like throwing snowballs at the window before this, so we decided to go down to him, and we were like, well, I did, and I was like, do you know how to get the head out of the butt? And I was like,
Well, I don't know how to phrase that. Do you know how to get the head out of the butt?
So he comes up, he gets the head out of the butt, and we're all like, thank you. And in the end, he didn't even end up showing up for Friendsgiving.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's wild.
None of us knew how to cook or do anything with turkey. They just bought like a full-size turkey, and then they were like, yeah.
That's what
Friendsgiving
Google is for. I just learned how to fabricate a whole bird in class. So I can do turkey, chicken, any bird.
That's
I'm
crazy.
very excited.
That's
What kind of bird do you think you're gonna cook?
Well, we're doing 3 turkeys.
I've heard pheasant's really good.
Pheasant.
I want to do quail.
Quail.
Yeah. Because I like little quail eggs as well.
I have a buddy who goes to pheasant hunting every year, and I've heard pheasant is good.
Gamey.
What are you guys thankful for this year?
Y'all. This podcast. Thankful for being able to be here and being able to make these videos. Having the opportunity to. Z letting us use the camera and shit. Which I mean, you're in it, so I can't. Thankful for both my moms and all my peeps. All my whole two.
My whole team.
I'm thankful to have people that appreciate me and support me through all my goals.
I'm thankful to be at where I am in life. I don't know. I grew up never thinking I'd make it to college or make it like outside of high school. I didn't think I would make it like far in life at all. And now I'm in college, like over a year in, and I've had the fortitude to have, a gaming PC and start my own YouTube and Twitch and stuff, like try and do it more professionally. So
Yeah.
like, and the people I've met and everything like that. So to be where I am in life is what I'm thankful for. To make it as far as I did. Alright, enough of the sappy shit.
I was gonna say, we've done that last. You guys cook at all?
Not usually.
Like during Thanksgiving, you got a favorite meal that you like?
Well, I mean, I enjoy making the mac and cheese recipe.
I would like to cook more.
Yeah,
What would you like to cook? Like, if there was one thing for a Thanksgiving meal you would like to cook, what would it be?
Maybe the desserts. Because I really want to make more dessert type stuff.
Like pies?
Probably pies.
Okay. What about you?
I would like to learn how to cook a turkey. Like, because I think that's, to most people, really hard to cook a turkey properly. My mom used to dry out the turkey every year. The turkey used to be like crazy dry. Sorry, Mom, I'm calling you out if you watch this. But every year the turkey used to be like really dry and just like not great. So we would like douse it in gravy and hot sauce and it'd make it fine. But like, I would love to learn how to make love to cook a turkey. And I'd really like to learn like, just in general how to cook because I'm not very savvy in that mannerism of like how to cook. I'll read recipes and if it's slightly more advanced than chop it up and put it in the pan, then I probably will mess it up. Like I'd love to just learn like just how to cook in general.
As the chef of this podcast, what do you like to cook?
Literally everything. That's
No,
your answer
dude.
to everything.
Honestly, roasting a chicken was miserable.
Oh, but
It was a lot of fun to fabricate and it was a lot of fun to eat. I tied it up on strings and used the carcass as a body, like a little puppet, and got yelled at.
yeah, I wonder why.
Well, what did we call him? Bob. Bob almost passed out.
Oh,
Sorry,
really?
Bob. Yeah. So I got yelled at. I think my favorite thing is pies. I really enjoy baking. Mashed potatoes.
But that's the thing with my mom always said was like baking is like to the science. Like you have to do everything to the recipe exactly. Cooking you can more like wing it and find your way around.
In cooking, recipes are guidebooks. All you have to do is look at the recipe, put what it says in. If you want to add more, you want to do something different, you can. In baking, it is to the T. Like
Yeah,
we measure everything out on scales and shit just to make sure everything is right.
if you do one thing wrong, it's gonna be too much of one thing, not enough of the rest. Like it's just.
I think that's why I like it though. There's more precision and less chaos.
I don't know why, but when you said science, I immediately thought of a song. Like you know that song where it's like, the guy's like, with science! I don't know what it's called.
No.
I don't know what it's called. It's driving me mad. And it's gonna drive me mad for the rest of the podcast.
That's hilarious. Well, talk about Thanksgiving. Do we want to move on to, in general, food?
I like food.
Okay,
Clearly.
I am going to school.
I want to start just by asking you guys what like your favorite fast food places are.
Oh.
Are we allowed to say them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
there's anything reason why-
They're $1 million
We're not-
corporations.
I just
and
have
we're
to make
not-
sure.
If we're not talking bad on them, like if we don't entirely shit on them as a company, they don't care. We could say like, oh, I don't really like them as much, but like, companies don't care as long as we're not absolute shitting on their company.
Damn, that Maca sucks.
Favorite fast food. I'm gonna go out on a wing here. I really like Chipotle. I don't know if we count that as fast
Yeah,
food
that's
anymore.
fast food.
I bet. I like a nice Chipotle burrito.
Yeah,
Something about that just hits
definitely,
different.
definitely a top tier choice.
I like Wendy's. I don't really get fast food anymore because I'm a vegetarian, but I remember liking Wendy's.
They always had pretty top tier burgers,
Especially the Frosties.
and the frosty.
Wendy's.
It's just soft
Frosties
serve, but
and
it
fries.
tastes so good.
Yeah,
It's
there's
just
something,
soft serve.
There's something different about the soft serve, I swear.
I live by this, and it's a hill I will die on, and you hate this hill that I'll die on.
No!
And I think you're just kind of like in the middle about it. But Taco Bell is S tier, like top of the
It's
list
so
fast
greasy.
food. I know it's so bad for you,
I like
and I
Taco Bell.
know what's in Taco Bell is not good for you in any way, shape, or form. But for me, Taco Bell is like S tier, top of the list, like my one of my top favorites.
Fun fact, Taco Bell's on the bottom end.
For you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. We have like we've argued about this like days.
I think if I'm prepared for a definitive stomach ache, because Taco Bell's food does taste good. Like I love the
So
Mountain Dew
good.
Baja Blast. That shit's fire.
So good.
I like their tacos, their quesadillas and shit. Like, I've never had a problem. I've never had a bad experience
The
at Taco
Chipotle
Bell.
chicken wraps.
Dude, I showed you those.
Oh, they're so good. Every time I get Taco Bell, I have to order at least 2.
They're very good. I just think after, I feel very sick.
Fun fact, had Taco Bell this morning.
What?
At 9 a.m., I went and got Taco Bell.
This kid has
And
no
I
money
put
when he's
it-
buying
I
Taco Bell.
don't have food. I ran out of food to cook.
You
Like-
didn't even invite me. Wow.
You wouldn't have wanted to go. I would have said, hey, we're going to Taco Bell. You'd be like, gross.
I would've
And,
gone.
and you weren't awake.
No, I woke up at like 12.
Yeah, I know. I texted him, I'm like, all right, we're not going to know what time we're filming this until Connor wakes up.
Cause on the weekends I like to stay up. I work really late, so I don't really get to play Xbox or anything anymore.
I get that. So, fast food restaurants.
Just like,
Just like restaurants in general.
so back home, there's this Chinese place that okay, it's another hill that I'll die on.
It's a hill that he'll die on.
Is that
it's just Chinese.
It is some of the best Chinese food from a Chinese buffet I've ever had, and I really, really like it.
What's it called?
I think it's just China Gourmet or something.
Yeah, it's called like China Gourmet. Yeah,
I think
it's
it's
so.
It's okay.
They've got really good chicken. Their General Tso's,
Oh my god, it
their
is
orange
top
chicken,
tier. It is so good.
Their fried rice is pretty solid.
Their wontons are good.
Now
But,
that
like,
you
The crab meat and cheese
overall,
wontons were good.
I won't lie. I give it a solid 7.5 out of 10.
I put it at a good 9 or 10. Like, I really like that place.
I've never been there, but I have been to a buffet near my place. It's called New City Buffet. And it has, not only does it have Chinese food, but it also has like American food as well.
Mm.
And it's just like the best place to go for whatever you're feeling.
It was so much better than that Chinese buffet we went to here.
Oh,
That's so
of
bad.
course.
That was so
Okay,
bad.
let's talk about that because
Yeah,
that was interesting.
Oh.
You don't know anything about this.
I don't know anything about
It
this.
was me, you, and one of
Nick.
our other roommates. Yeah.
Oh shoot.
And
You can ask him if we can say his name for the Chinese.
I don't
Sure,
think he
we'll
cares.
find it.
I don't.
And
But I'll ask him.
we went to a Chinese buffet like near our area, and it wasn't great. It was pretty bad. Like, we wound up eating there, and the General Tso chicken tasted bad.
Yeah.
Like, it had gone bad as it tasted.
I think before that you said, oh yeah, the most like hard to find places and dingy spots. That's where you get the best food.
Yeah, like when you walk in,
And
and
I
some
was
places
like-
have like dirty floors, and like they're like look run down. Sometimes have like bomb ass food.
No, I agree.
But like that doesn't make sense.
But
No, I
but
agree
this
with
Chinese place was the most run down building. Like it looked like it was going to be the best food just because the building wasn't like super well kept. And we sit down, and the building matched the food. It was so bad, and there were so many people in there eating. Like not a lot. Like they had a huge dining room, and there was maybe like half the tables, like still the chairs like stacked up. But like there was still a good amount of people there for the quality of the food.
yeah,
But like the food wasn't good, and like what the one thing was like, oh,
they
what
had ice cream. At least they had ice cream.
what was the one thing you ate that it said it was like it wasn't meat? Oh, it said it was apple something.
Yeah, it said it was like apple fritters, but then like I opened it up and it clearly like wasn't like
It was coconut chicken.
yeah.
it was fully coconut chicken, but the
They-
sign said it was like apple crisp chunks or something. So he got it, and then he ate the first one. He was like, ooh,
That's
that tastes funny.
That's 100% a food violation.
And I don't think it's a violation. They just
Well,
forgot
no,
to change the tag.
because if you don't like advertise it as like if you say something doesn't have nuts in it, and it does
Yes.
have nuts in it,
yeah.
that could kill
But it was
someone.
like it was really funny though.
It
Because
was.
I felt bad for laughing because you're vegetarian and you don't like eating meat.
I didn't eat it. I didn't.
Didn't you eat you ate
No.
one bite and then you were like, oh, this is wrong. You cut one open and found out it was chicken.
No.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you didn't eat it. But like the thought that you had meat on your plate and you didn't know, the coconut chicken wasn't that bad. But like it definitely wasn't what they said it was. And I ate one of them. I was like, oh, that's not an apple fritter anything. Like, what is that? And like, it's an apple at all. And we found out it was just like coconut chicken. They didn't change the tag. That was funny. Again, that place was not good.
Yeah, that place looked bad and tastes bad, and I don't recommend it. I can't tell you what it's called because I don't remember
what it's called.
Just don't go.
But just don't go there.
Just don't go to any other restaurant except for the two we mentioned.
Yeah, I still think it's wild that both of you for favorite restaurants chose buffets.
Okay, look at my size and then tell me my favorite restaurant isn't a buffet.
I think I really like
don't think-
buffets because of variety.
I definitely, that's true.
Yeah,
I
look
don't
at Z's size compared to, like, and he's like, love buffets. I love buffets.
I definitely don't think a buffet is my favorite restaurant, but like the buffet back home is one of my favorites. That's for sure.
Buffets very much. I like a place in Cleveland called Ginkgo. It's a sushi place. It's a little
I've
sushi
still
bar.
never had sushi.
Oh, we should take you to Sushi Bomb.
We should take you to Sushi Bomb.
Because the last time we tried to go, it was like packed.
And we didn't get to go because they closed the mall early.
Yeah.
Sushi is so good.
Yeah, I wanna go. I've never been, and I want to try sushi.
Absolutely my favorite food ever.
I think favorite restaurant. That's so hard for me because I like a lot of restaurants. I really enjoy Red Robin. I think they have really good burgers. Really enjoy Red Robin.
Yeah.
I tried Raising Cane's for the first time.
Garbage.
I know.
I think Raising Cane's is pretty good.
Texas Roadhouse.
I've never been there because of how
You've
expensive their
never been
menu is.
Ah.
Texas Roadhouse has such an expensive menu, but I've heard nothing but great things from them.
Texas Roadhouse and Outback Steakhouse are both pretty solid.
Yeah, both of those options I've heard great things. I've been to Red Lobster I think twice in my life.
Red Lobster's
And
pretty
I've
solid.
never
They got
gotten
great
seafood
big
there.
biscuits.
Here's the thing. I never liked seafood. Ever. I thought it was just kind of eh.
My first experience with seafood was like frozen fish sticks, and I always hated frozen fish sticks.
I love seafood.
So like I always thought seafood was like gross. I don't know. I think it'd be hard for me to just say like, oh, my favorite restaurant because I've eaten at a lot of restaurants.
Yeah, same. Especially
But,
because
like-
now that I'm like in culinary and shit, and I'm
Yeah.
looking back, I'm like, damn, something was wrong there. I hate being in culinary for that reason. Like,
Because
I-
then you'll try something outside of like the
Yeah,
classroom and be like,
and
wow,
I-
that's not cooked right.
And I just nitpick now. Like, even if something, like a splash of sauce is in the wrong spot on the plate, I'm like, huh, that's weird. And I'm like, fuck, like,
That's-
I just want to eat the food.
I know someone who was like that. Like it was just.
You're turning into Gordon Ramsay.
Turning into a Karen. Sorry, Aunt Karen.
No, I definitely like know like I like a lot of restaurants. Like back home, there's a restaurant called Padrone's. Pretty good.
Oh yeah.
It's like an Italian restaurant.
Yeah.
They
sounds familiar.
probably I don't know if they're just.
Of
on
course, I
location
think mine
thing.
was like Don Patron or something like
Don
that.
Patron is good.
I
There's a
think
Don Patron.
I think the one back home is just called Padrone's, or people call it Padroni's back home, but it's just Padrone's. It's pretty good. It's like an Italian bar and grill kind of thing. It's
Don
pretty good.
Patron's just Mexican.
Yeah, I definitely think two different restaurants there.
My favorite food is candy.
There's a it's really, there's a place back home. It's called Majestic's Hot Dogs. It's just a restaurant that's just based on hot dogs, right?
That's weird.
And I don't know how they have stayed open as long as they have.
Because
You know,
this is America.
That's wild that you say that, because I was just talking to my buddy, I'm not even going to say a name, I don't feel like making up a name for him. And there was an old pretzel place by his house that he said the same thing about. He was like, oh yeah, these guys stayed open in business for years, and I've never seen someone walk in there and walk out with a pretzel, like in my life.
Yeah.
And it turned out they were a fucking drug running business behind.
That's-
The owner was selling prescription pills behind the counter.
I can guarantee you that is not what's happening with the hot dog place back home.
Do people eat the hot dogs?
Yeah, my dad and I have gone before.
Are they good hot dogs? Like, I like me a...
But I think they're pretty average. Just they're better than microwave hot dogs. I mean,
Yeah.
They taste like they were cooked on one of those spinning hot dog cookers. So
I kind of want to try a chili dog, but I also kind of don't.
you only want to try a chili dog because you like Sonic.
I can make you a vegetarian chili dog.
Yes.
You made him so.
That sounds
My
awesome.
well, my roommates just gave me a recipe for a vegetarian chili, and I've been meaning to make it because they said it was really good. But I think vegetarian chili is not chili. Bless you.
Thank you.
But no, technically not. But like that's also like saying vegetarian burgers aren't actually burgers. 'Cause
They're not.
yeah,
Because burgers are hamburger.
Yeah.
yeah.
Which comes
But
from
like-
cow.
But I've been meaning to try it, so that gives me an excuse to make vegetarian chili. I can do that like next podcast. I can bring some actual homemade food over.
Oh wait, you're not going to be back for next podcast. Recording.
Oh.
Next podcast recording will probably have to be Discord style
Fuck.
Yeah.
because you'll be home still
Yeah, I'll be home or in Virginia.
When do you get back? Monday?
or Sunday.
Or Sunday. I'll probably get back Sunday.
Well-
Will you be here?
Yeah, I'll be here. I'm not going home.
Alright. If he's here, I'll just drop stuff off.
Well, are you going to be here over the weekend?
I am leaving Wednesday night after I get off of work.
We can discuss this once we finish the podcast. We'll figure out what we're doing.
Okay.
Should I re-record?
No,
I
we're
feel
good.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know. The hot dog place is fine, I guess. I don't have any problems with them.
I like good hot dogs.
I haven't been there since I was little though, but I think they're still open. Ooh, okay. Pizza places. This just hit me.
Ooh.
Okay. So, before I came to school, pizza was my favorite pizza place was called Pizza Joe's. It's very local to PA.
Yeah.
I don't think it extends outside of PA.
I've never heard of it.
Out of like northwest Pennsylvania. That's kind of like the area it resides in. I really liked it growing up. It was my favorite pizza place. Loved it. And the place Padrone's is Italian, so they have pizza there, and their pizza's usually pretty solid. I've had their pizza and I pretty much enjoy it. Then I came to school, and in this area, there are so many pizza places in this area. Shut up! You're such a
Is that what you're gonna go for?
I know. That's
I'm
what it's
just
gonna go
talking in
for. That's
general,
why
like-
I whispered it.
in this area? There's so many pizza places. I need to try more of them. I need to experience more.
I will totally do that. I'll do that for a video on my channel because my channel is mostly food.
Like, I really like Pizza Milano's. I think they make a really good pizza. He doesn't agree. He's a little bitch boy and he hates on everything I like.
I think Pizza Milano's is
No,
okay.
they're
I don't
just-
think it's the best.
They're just fine. Like
I think they're good.
I've either had really fantastic pizza from them or really mid pizza from them. Like there's never
had better.
been.
I
It's
definitely
just not
had better.
consistent enough.
I've definitely had better.
Yeah, here's
The
the
way
thing.
they cut their pizza is fucking garbage too. I should never have a piece that is of kindergarten like pizza party slice, and then half the other pizza's not good.
I wish that Pizza Hut was more consistent because I remember I went to a Pizza Hut that was consistent and it was really good. But then like
I have had
They
really
started
good
to go
pizza from
down.
them, and I have had absolute dog shit pizza from them.
yeah,
Same. I like deep dish pizza low key.
I really want to try deep dish pizza. I've never had it.
Have you ever had Jets?
No.
Alright, fast food pizza wise, hands down, Jets, all time favorite right there.
Okay,
Sorry.
in my opinion, fast food pizza places, Papa John's is low tier. Papa John's
I
pizza
don't think I've ever had Papa John's.
is low tier for me.
Papa
Never had
John's is in the middle for me.
I think it's pretty much almost F tier.
I just love their garlic sauce, bro.
That's liking their garlic sauce is a different story. Their pizza itself,
It's just dry. Their
It's
crust is
not
so
good.
dry.
Mhm.
it
But,
tastes like you're eating cardboard.
I think it just depends on what kind of pizza you get.
I like Blaze Pizza.
Blaze?
Have you
It's
been to
in-
Blaze Pizza?
I've never.
There's one in
There's one
just
close.
down
Yeah.
just down the road.
And basically, what happens is they make it right in front of you. It's like a Subway. So you get to like choose your sauce. You get to choose your cheese. You get to choose your toppings,
I have
and then they
heard
stick
about
it in
this.
the
I
cooker.
learned a trick with them recently. Always ask for them to put pesto on your crust
Oh yes.
because they don't do like garlic crust or anything. So
Yeah.
you get pesto on your crust. It might piss them off, but that shit's fresh.
There's a place just down by where Blaze is called Anthony's Stone Fire Pizza, and all their pizzas are made in like stone pizza ovens.
Yeah,
And
that's the same with Blaze.
Oh,
I
they make
think.
like big ass pizzas, and oh my god, their food's so good. My friend really likes their meatballs, but I think their meatballs are pretty mid. But I think like just like a meat lovers pizza with them is really good.
We should one day just go on like a pizza journey.
See, you guys have been here longer than me though. Like, I'm from Ohio, my bad. I didn't mean to kick you. The only places I had were like either these fast food places or there was a place in Akron when I lived there called DeCheco's. That was really fantastic. It was like they had actual awards. I worked at a pizza place called Upper Crust, which holy fuck, I don't even care at this point. They were garbage. They were bottom tier. I worked there. They were bad. But there was a place called Three Palms. That was a nice Italian restaurant. And they did like those big ass meatballs that would be like your meal. And then you would order a pizza. Hands down favorite pizza toppings, margarita pizza with anchovies. And they would just put it right in, fresh crust and everything.
Okay.
Like they'd make that dough every morning and shit. It was so good.
I'm a big sucker for pizza. Like growing up, pizza was like my favorite thing. Pizza
Yes.
rolls,
Pizza and tacos.
frozen pizza. It didn't matter. Like pizza, if it was pizza, I was eating it, and I love
That's
pizza.
definitely true.
So, and I'm still that way. Like I love a good pizza.
yes.
Like I've tried. I think it's Pepperoncini's Pub or something like that. They have really good pizza.
Talk about food and I'm hungry.
Have you guys ever tried like a dessert pizza? Like I've heard of this
Okay, I
where they
keep
have like
hearing about
chocolate
it.
as like the sauce
No,
or something.
I keep hearing about it, and it sounds like a heart attack in a box.
Because I've heard
I would never.
I've heard like pizza dough, chocolate, and then I think it was marshmallow or something, like the marshmallow spread or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It sounds like a heart attack, and I don't think I would ever spend money on it.
I would try that. I would make it.
See, you can do that. If I ate that, I would have to go to the doctor the next day, and he's gonna diagnose me with like type 2 diabetes.
Aren't those massive cookies technically dessert pizza?
Yeah, isn't it like a not pizza crust? It's like a cookie.
Oh, you mean
It's
like
cookie,
the cookie cake type thing?
No, it's
I'd
like,
make this.
kind of. It's not really.
A lot more simple.
I'm gonna. Can you send that to me? I'll put it on the screen for the podcast.
Yeah, for sure.
It's more like, I think it's more like a cookie base instead of like a pizza dough. It's more like a cookie base and then like chocolate sauce and marshmallows and stuff like that. Similar to like regular pizza, you can get it made however you want it to. But like, I would never spend money for it because it's just so. I have a big sweet tooth. I love sweets.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think I could ever do so. I would never pay money for something like that. Because I don't think I would enjoy it. I think it's just a stomach ache waiting to happen.
I've also heard of like marshmallow spread and marshmallow fluff, and I heard like those were really good, but I've never
Marshmallow
tried it.
fluff is so good.
I need to
It
try it.
comes in like a tub, kind of like peanut butter does,
Yeah.
and it's just like melted down marshmallows. So
Wait, but wouldn't it just like become solid once it's like?
no, it's like a spreadable marshmallow.
They have to like put something else in there.
There
too,
is, yeah, but like it's spreadable marshmallow.
Yeah.
And my sister used to take it, graham crackers and Nutella, and make like s'mores with it. So
Yeah.
the Nutella on one cracker and the fluff on the other, put them together and like eat them like that.
I used to do that with mountain pies. I used to put Nutella on one side, like butter in it, bread, Nutella,
Yeah.
marshmallow fluff, close it.
That
But I put
sounds
peanut
amazing.
butter in it
Ooh.
because I like
yes.
Reese cups.
That's like,
I'm not. Oh, sorry.
oh, nah, go ahead.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't really like Nutella, and I don't know why.
It's just chocolate.
There's other chocolate spreads.
It's chocolate and peanut butter, and I like chocolate and
There's no, there's
It's
no,
hazelnut.
it's hazelnut. There's no peanut butter in Nutella.
or
I
Yeah.
wish there was. Oh
Chocolate
my
is-
gosh.
There's something about
Jif
it.
and Nutella need to come together and make a spread because that would be so good.
Isn't it the same company?
Are they?
Yeah.
I don't
No?
think so.
I don't think Jif is under any like specific company,
I don't know.
but I think
Um,
Nutella's under like Nestle or something.
Oh yeah, you're right. It is.
So Halloween ended last month. What's your favorite candy?
Okay, Reese's are like top tier for me.
Okay.
Love Reese's, and I will die on the hill that
Don't you dare say Reese's Pieces.
no.
This kid dies on everything, bro.
Is that
He
shaped?
dies a lot.
Sit up. What are you doing? Is that
Chillin'.
shaped Reese's taste better than just regular Reese's cups?
You are the whitest blonde hair.
No, I swear. Okay, people who are watching this, I feel like a lot of people are gonna agree and a lot of people are gonna disagree.
Yeah, they are, because they're also the whitest, blondest
But, like,
people in the world.
That's
The
true.
eggs and the trees and
Sorry,
the pumpkins
audience.
taste better than just a Reese's. And it might be, honestly, it might be because it's easier to eat those because they're not wrapped.
No,
they don't have
no.
like a wrapping
You know
on
why
them to
it
peel
is?
off.
Because it's a different content of peanut butter to chocolate.
Yeah.
It's a different
Exactly.
ratio.
I like
There's
those
more
better.
peanut butter. in
I
There's
it.
like 'em
way
better.
more peanut butter.
Yeah, I like them better than the cups.
I think white chocolate Reese's
They're so good.
are so
So
fire.
good.
I don't
White
love
chocolate
white
Reese's are
chocolate.
so good.
That is
No.
the only white
Okay,
chocolate I'll ever
I
eat.
thought they would be gross. I thought they would be absolutely disgusting because I didn't think white chocolate and peanut butter go well. Because white chocolate's not my favorite.
I don't like white chocolate.
But like white chocolate and peanut butter have an extremely
Yeah.
good combo.
Yeah.
I don't like white chocolate, but I love peanut butter. But
And the
mixing,
texture of it is just.
it's perfect. It's literally perfect. They're so good.
I really like Snickers.
Yes, Snickers are good.
Snickers, like, they don't fill you up, obviously, but like
They satisfy.
they do. They actually do though, and I don't know what it is. Like, I'll be like kind of hungry. I'll eat one, and then I'll be like, yeah, I'll hold off till dinner, and I'm just like,
Three Musketeers, for the longest time, were my favorite.
yeah,
But my problem with Three Musketeers is they're so sweet that they hurt my teeth.
understandable.
You guys are sleeping on quite literally the best candy bar in the world. Call me old. Heath bar.
Yeah, you are old. Heath is old people chocolate.
Heath bars are the best, bro. They are
Heath-
so
Heath
Heath
good.
chocolate or Heath chocolate is just old people chocolate. It tastes weird.
Okay,
Good though.
But you
I
put
don't
them in
like
the
it.
freezer, and then you bite off all the chocolate, and you've got this perfect like.
It tastes like eating baking chocolate. And baking chocolate is
Wait.
meant to be eaten.
Baking chocolate does not taste the same.
I don't like
You
Heath
will not
chocolate.
succeed in that
I
What
don't
all
argument.
is in a
Heath
Heath
bars.
bar? What's all in a Heath bar? I don't remember.
It's just Heath and toffee.
They're less sweet than like Hershey is. Like Hershey chocolate bars
Yeah.
are.
Because it's not
I-
just chocolate.
I'm not a big Heath guy. Oh,
Right.
It's toffee.
Oh.
They have different.
Oh, I
kinds
was thinking
bars.
of Baby Ruth. I love those.
Nah, Heath bar with the hard toffee in the middle.
They're
They're
definitely
just the best.
they're
bro.
definitely not as rich as Hershey is.
No, they're not supposed to be.
And I
super
don't
sweet.
I don't like it though. Like I feel like chocolate's supposed to be like super sweet, and I don't like how non-sweet they are.
I'll have to re-eat it.
I try not to eat candy. Like
Yeah.
I struggle with that. I try as hard as I can not to eat a lot
What
of candy.
That's
I
why I
don't.
still have
I
them.
refuse
okay.
to buy myself candy, but if there's candy around,
Yeah.
I will eat it.
I
Okay.
won't go out of my way to buy candy.
M&Ms are really good.
Yeah, but like they're not that.
Not my favorite, but not the pretzel M&Ms. Those are good, but like there's M&Ms that are like have a crunchy inside of
The
chocolate.
peanut M&Ms.
No, not even. It's just regular M&Ms. They're shaped regularly, but they have a crunchy inside, and they are so good.
Oh yeah, they have that like wafer shit in
Yeah.
the middle.
It's so good. It's not peanut butter. It's not peanut butter. It's not peanut. It's not pretzel. There's regular M&Ms with like a wafer, a little piece of wafer inside the M&M. They are the fucking best M&Ms.
I don't know
'Cause
what you're talking
I
about.
love-
I
I'm
don't
curious.
love M&Ms.
I'm the kind of guy who makes like a ham and cheese sandwich and has chips on it.
Same.
Like I
Yeah.
love that
Oh,
little
yeah.
bit of crunch
Yeah.
in my food. I love an expected crunch.
It's-
I hate when
it's-
I'm eating soft food and there's a crunch in my soft food. That is the most upsetting thing in the world.
Yeah.
But my biggest thing that I really like is just like unexpected crunch. I love that shit. So like my soft sandwich with a crunch of chips, Yes. So like for me, those M&Ms, which aren't soft, but like having a little extra bit of like when you eat them, so satisfying, and they taste so good. They're so good. Because I feel like peanut M&Ms and pretzel M&Ms, though they're good, are too hard.
I don't
To
think
me.
peanut M&Ms are that hard.
I think they're too hard for what they are.
I'm weird. I will let peanut M&Ms sit in my mouth until there's just a peanut.
And then spit the peanut out.
No, I'll just swallow the peanut.
Like a
Swallow
pill?
it?
Like
Yeah.
a pill?
Oh.
Yeah.
You're weird.
That is weird.
I don't know. I'm not a big guy to like buy myself candy.
I'm
Yeah.
also the
I
kid though
agree.
who would eat the whole peanut and sunflower seeds. Like sunflower seeds, I don't spit
The
those
whole
out most of the
peanut
time.
in sunflowers?
No, and the peanut with the shell on it, if they're salted, I'll just pop those in my mouth.
Ew.
Why?
You can't eat the shell.
Yes, you.
You're not
I have
supposed to.
proven
You can eat
consistently
the
that
shell.
you can eat
You're
the
not
shell.
supposed to eat
It's
the
not
shell.
bad.
The peanut shell?
Yeah, you're not
It's not bad
supposed
for
to.
you.
You're supposed to take the shell off and eat the nut.
Why? Because someone told you to?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the shell tastes gross.
No, it doesn't.
I can't.
It's not that bad.
Dude, I work
Okay,
at Five Guys. We have 5-pound buckets of them. I just pop them all day. I will sit there and eat
We
them.
need to go to Texas Roadhouse and just eat the shit out. Oh, no, wait, they took the peanuts out.
'Cause of COVID.
So, ever since COVID, they took the peanuts out. And I think they're keeping the peanuts out because they made such a mess.
That's the one thing that Five Guys always kept was peanuts. Even throughout COVID, they
Yeah,
just
'cause
kept
they're
the big
great.
bowls of peanuts on the table. It's
Because
crazy.
it takes a while to make someone's burger, like, on the
Oh,
spot.
yeah.
Like, we have to actually put the bun on the grill, make sure that that's properly toasted, put the patty on, make sure it's pressed properly, all the dressings and shit, which doesn't sound like a lot of time, but it takes a good 2 to 3 minutes, and you're just standing there.
People get so mad like, oh, the wait time at Five Guys is so long, and it's like, well, you used to place them at McDonald's where your food's already made. They just put it together
Yeah,
and then wrap it
they
in
literally have it sitting in fucking
trays.
Yeah, in grease
trays.
pans.
Yeah.
I know because I worked at Burger King. So, what they would do is they would have a specific, like, time on when you should make so many patties because they know when they're going to get busy.
Yeah.
And we stick them in the
It's just
broiler.
Pre-
And then they come out onto the grease pan or the thingy tray, and then you stick them in the thing and then keep them warm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like this big like plastic, like those plastic drawer things you use
Yeah.
in like school.
Yeah, they're
it's like
just-
one of those, and it just has different condiments or different
different
food.
types of.
It still
tender
tastes
ones,
good,
quarter pounders.
Yeah, but it's like
Although
it's
it-
been made and it's been sitting.
Yeah, here's the thing though. You can ask for it fresh.
They might spit in your food, but you
No.
can ask for it fresh.
So, one thing I found out while being a manager at McDonald's was the only thing fresh there that you'll ever eat are the quarter pounders, which was crazy to me. Because that shit's not, like, actually super processed or anything.
they always tasted better than regular burgers.
Yeah, well, the tender ones sit frozen for a certain amount of time, and then we take them out, put them on a grill, and then set the clam down, which, like, presses them.
In my opinion, I think the freshest thing that you'll get at Burger King, at least at mine, was the eggs. Like if you had breakfast, because not many people get breakfast, so we'll cook them as they come.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, McDonald's had really fresh ice cream.
Just never would be served.
Except it was never
Because if you
available.
got ice cream, that means that the machine just got fixed. Which means you got pretty fresh ice cream. That's about it.
I love soft serve ice cream.
I hate soft serve ice cream. I don't really like ice cream. It hurts me too much.
Because you're lactose intolerant.
Yeah. Jenny's ice cream is the best though.
What is, like, in general, like, one of your favorite foods? I can't say what is your favorite, because I don't have a favorite food.
I have a favorite.
I don't know if I have a favorite, but I really like. Does Dairy Queen's ice cream cake count?
Sure.
As your favorite food?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, sweet. That's my favorite food.
I agree.
Ice cream cake.
Dairy Queen's ice cream cake is really good, but
Cold Stone ice cream cake.
never had Cold Stone.
Neither have I.
Fuck, we're gonna get a Cold Stone ice cream cake for one of these so that we can munch on it.
Oh.
They're
We should-
so good, bro.
I really like Dairy Queen's ice cream cake. I'll agree, that's really good.
Also drive to Cold Stone after this.
I was gonna say, is there a Cold Stone around here?
There is. There's one in the mall, I think, right?
No.
Because,
Not in the mall.
yeah, there is. Because I think that's where
I was just.
Gibby got his Kirby ice cream.
Cold Stone Creamery? No.
No, it's across from the mall.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
in the
across
mall.
from the
There's
mall.
one by the mall.
Okay. It might be like how,
Mall. Cold Stone.
Okay,
Oh.
so
I've definitely seen it. Yeah. I've definitely seen it.
I think it's kind of like how.
It's by where Sushi Bomb is.
Yeah,
I think.
Sushi Bomb.
over
Yeah.
that side. No,
That's
we're over by
nice.
the Exchange actually. I really like ice cream. I'm a big ice cream guy.
Mhm.
I think one of my favorite foods, like my top 2 favorites, are pizza and mac and cheese, because you can prepare mac and cheese like
Mac and cheese pizza?
I've had that before.
Yes.
Like you can prepare mac and cheese 100 different ways. You can add bacon to your pizza, or to your mac and cheese, and you can add you can have mac and cheese with like anything in it. Like, you
Yeah.
can make mac.
You can put vegetables and stuff on it like a pizza.
My mom actually has made a breakfast mac and cheese before, or my dad might have made it.
I've never
It
had
was
that.
it's mac and cheese, and it has like eggs and sausage in it, and like breakfast foods. Like cuts a piece of bacon, and he made like homemade mac and cheese with like bits of egg, sausage, and bacon in it, and it's basically like just eating mac and cheese but with breakfast food in it. So it's like cheesy. It's like eating like cheesy eggs or like cheese and sauce, like eating like a cheese and sausage kind of thing. Like it's
Okay.
so good.
I would try something like that. Not with the bacon and stuff.
Yeah,
but-
because you don't eat meat, but like no, it's really good. But I'm big on mac and cheese because of how many ways it can be prepared, and like pizza the same way. Is you can get anything you want on pizza, and it's usually going to be good. I don't like pineapple on pizza. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, pineapple doesn't belong on pizza, but I don't like it because I don't like warm, soggy pineapple.
I think
Okay.
pineapple is okay if it's got that nice crust on the outside to where it's got crunch, and then in the center it's juicy. If it melted on my pizza, it's garbage.
Yeah, if I pick off the pineapple and it's soggy, I will not eat the pineapple on the
Yeah,
pizza.
it's gotta be
Hot
crisp.
take. Subway is one of the top tier of fast food.
Wrong.
Wrong.
Subway is bottom tier. Okay,
You're right about that
I've
being
worked.
a hot take.
I have worked at a Subway, and none of their food is fresh.
My buddy right now is a manager at Subway.
It is not
All the
fresh
time he
food.
tells me
Yeah.
about
They say, oh, Subway, eat fresh. None of their food is fresh. All of their food is brought in on a truck. It's all
Each morning, yeah.
yeah, like it's not each morning.
No?
Once a week.
It's every
If that.
Tuesday.
It's weekly. They bring in a shit ton of food, and it all gets cut up. So a lot of it gets cut up and
Fresh
put
from the freezer.
into a little tote. Those little trays that sit in
Yeah.
the bar. They cut them up and they put them into the trays, and the trays get a lid put on them, a date that they were prepped, and they get put in the fridge.
Yeah.
And then
That sounds like Burger
as the bar gets emptied, the stuff in the back fridge gets moved to a fridge behind the counter.
Yeah.
So
and
then,
there's a certain
boom, when a tray gets out, boom, 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 it's put in. Now,
there is a certain amount of days you can have the
that's just
stuff.
in general. with
Yeah,
food.
because that's like expiration date, yeah.
But do you know how long it's allowed to sit? Like, their veggies and stuff can sit for like a week in the fridge.
Damn, Costa.
In the fridge, yeah, but not like on the counter.
But nothing gets left on the counter at the end of the day.
Mhm.
All the stuff on the counter gets lidded and is supposed to be put back in the fridge under the counter.
Sometimes it's not.
Sometimes it's not. And if you go to Subway first thing in the morning, you're probably getting the leftovers of yesterday, and your food's gonna taste like ass. I've worked at a
I
Subway.
prefer Jimmy
about the
John's,
breakfast food?
Jersey Mike's.
I've never had breakfast food at Subway.
Neither
But-
have I.
But yes, Jimmy John's, well
Top
above
tier.
Subway. Top tier. Jimmy John's is like top tier for me, along with Firehouse subs. I love me a good warm sub, and that's what Firehouse subs like
I might go there after
resides.
this.
Yeah,
Oh,
I tried
yeah.
I
the.
might text Hunter and be
Their
like, hey, let's
brisket.
go hop
Their-
over to Firehouse.
Their brisket sub is so good.
I had the roasted mushroom. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the roasted mushroom sub, and it was really good.
Firehouse is good. They specialize in warm subs. Love their food. Jimmy John's is great if you love a good cold sub. Jimmy John's is up there. Like if I want a cold sub, I'm going to Jimmy John's. If I want a hot sub, I'm going to Firehouse. Those are my like top two.
Hot sub, I will accept Firehouse because low key, they're really good. But also, if I'm getting a Philly cheesesteak, it'll be at Charlie's, which is in the mall because I'm a basic,
Never had Charlie's.
Neither
or
have I.
Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's is okay. I've had both bad and good experiences.
I
with
don't
Jersey
love their
Mike's.
cold subs, but their Chipotle Philly cheesesteak is destroyable.
There's
I have
a-
had a good and a bad experience, so I'm iffy
Same,
with
same.
them.
I don't think I've ever had a bad experience at Firehouse.
No, never. Because they specialize in hot subs, they don't want to do them wrong.
I might go do that brisket.
No, they're beef and cheddar brisket.
You wanna come to the Firehouse?
I'll come with you, yeah.
I'll come with you.
It's
I bet.
it's good. I really like it.
We might pack 4 deep, but
4 deep. Ugh.
we were packed 4 deep yesterday.
I'm big on subs. If you're a sub place and your subs aren't good, do better.
My way of telling if they're a good sub place is if they're a cold sub place, you always gotta order like an Italian. Cause if you fuck up an Italian, like that's the most basic sandwich ever. If you fuck up an Italian, you don't need to be a sub place.
There's some sub places back home that I've tried. Like there's one called like Whole Dang Thing, stuff like that, PA Sub Shop, a bunch of them. And I liked them. They weren't great. They were not my favorite by far, and they're okay. At best, they're between okay and good.
They're like a 6 out of 10.
That range, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I would go again, but not by first choice. Because we don't have chain places like Firehouse, Jersey Mike's, and Jimmy John's back home. The only thing back home we have is Subway, and I refuse to go to Subways. They are my last pick.
Yeah.
If I want a sub, like I'm set on having a sub, and nowhere else is open, I'll go to a Subway.
Dude, if I'm set on a sub and nowhere else is open besides Subway, I will not be eating a sub that day. Or I'll go to the grocery store and make
I'm nearly
shit,
at that point with them. Because I have had nothing but mediocre experiences.
I've either had stomach aches or bad food.
And I can promise you, like, I've been to Subway so often because my work back home is like 2 doors down from the Subway. And so I will go to Subway for lunch sometimes, just to like, okay, maybe they've gotten better. Like they just went under like their whole like renovation change, and now they're a corporate Subway.
Yeah.
So like they look really nice. I'm like, cool, maybe they're like food change, maybe they're under new policies. Went and had their food again. It's still the same mediocre food. Their chicken isn't good.
Main thing I'm really pissed off about is y'all got rid of your sweet onion sauce
Yeah.
and turned it into teriyaki.
You also
Fuck you.
also had a spokesperson who likes children.
Yeah,
that was a
that's-
miscall
We're
on
gonna
your
get
guys.
shit on by Subway.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get like our ass.
They're gonna take our video down.
But we're saying
like
nothing
Subway.
but facts.
I mean, we're just saying our opinion. We're not saying that people shouldn't go there.
No,
if
if
you
you
like
want-
Subway, go to Subway.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
want to eat Subway, eat Subway. If you want to eat any of the places we've talked about, go.
Yeah.
That's what you like. We just like other things.
Yeah, any
That's-
place stated here, visit, help them out, go, see some people.
Go to all of them.
Yeah, go to them.
The
See what's
best-
up.
All on the same day.
Yes.
Die
Spend at
hard.
least $2,000 that day.
Okay, a die-hard thing for me is the best food places are the local one spot places.
Yeah, like you go in and there's like 4 tables set up,
Yeah.
and they're
And,
mom
like,
and pop.
And no one else has ever heard of them when you talk
Yeah.
to them. Even the people in your area haven't heard of them.
Yeah.
Those are the best places. Like there's a place back home that my dad used to go to a lot. And I didn't know the name of it for the longest time. I still don't remember the name. But we would go and eat at like maybe once a month. And it was just like the smallest little rink-a-dink place that we would drive out like in half an hour to go to. I'm like, well, how do you know about this place? And he goes, because me and my buddies grew up, and our one friend one time mentioned it. And we've been going here once a month forever since high school. And he's like, and I've been keeping the tradition alive of going once a month.
I used to go to a place when I lived in Ohio called Sammy's when I was little. I used to go with my grandparents. And then when my grandparents stopped taking me, my mom would take me. When she wouldn't take me, my dad would take me. So like once a week I'd go to Sammy's no matter what. And recently, this place was heaven to me. Like everybody in there was an angel. Everybody was so nice. I recently went back there with my dad and nothing changed. Like coffee, best diner coffee I've ever had. They do rice pudding homemade in house. And they like fire broil the cinnamon brown sugar on top. It's like this nice crust with a little cherry. Dude.
Did you
Delicious.
guys ever have Perkins?
Yeah.
What?
Perkins?
Love Perkins. My mom
What
was
is
a
that?
Perkins
It's a
fiend.
restaurant.
Okay.
You've never been to a Perkins.
No, I don't know what it is.
It's a restaurant. It's like a breakfast, but they also have dinner. Like they're open all. It's like kind of like Denny's.
Yeah.
Because I love food. Sorry,
All
I
right.
cut off.
Where was I?
Perkins.
Oh.
That's where you were. Head to the wall. Sorry, camera stop.
You
He's an
okay?
idiot.
So, I like Denny's. How about you?
So we're talking about Perkins, and I related Perkins to Denny's because they have similar
Ah, that
food
actually
options.
really-
Do you have those strawberry cream wontons from Perkins?
No. So they closed down the Perkins like almost everywhere. I don't know if all Perkins are closed.
No, Ohio is flooded with them.
Okay, they closed down like 50% of their stores across the country.
So disappointing.
So all the ones back home are gone.
I'm
But
looking it up.
my dad used to take me when my parents divorced and my dad still lived near where my mom lived. Perkins was like really good. We would go once a week. After he picked me up for my mom's week.
Perkins Restaurant and Bakery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a bakery by their cash register. So you could buy like full pies and stuff.
Those pies, fire.
Good.
Caramel apple pie with
So
almond.
my problem with Perkins though, it was depending on your area and who was working that day, completely depended on your one, quality of service, and two, your quality of food. And that
Food
sucked.
wasn't always high quality.
Yeah, it was always hit or miss, but it was never like a toss up of, oh, it's gonna be good or it's gonna be bad. We just learned the schedules of the cooks and of the waitresses, and we would go, and they knew my dad on a first name basis.
Same, they know my mom still.
They would walk in, and they would say my dad's name, show him to the table that we sat at every week, and they would already have his food on the thing. Of course, they'd have to ask me what I wanted because I always was young and I always changed what I wanted every week.
I always got the same thing. I got the burger with the hash browns and the fried egg on top.
My dad would get like the meal, which had like pancakes, eggs, sausage.
Hearty
bacon.
Man's breakfast?
Yeah, that.
I used to get
He
that
got
too.
He would get that every time.
I love that
My
shit.
dad loved Perkins, and we would go once a week. But they closed down all the ones back home. So
It's
there
an
was
hour away.
the closest one's an hour away, probably in Ohio. The four.
Yeah.
So the
Youngstown?
It's in
four of
Ohio.
them nearest to my hometown were all closed. The one in my hometown, the one in the town over, the one in the town over in the other direction, and the one in the town over in the other direction were all four closed. So we couldn't go to Perkins anymore. We started going to Denny's. Loved Denny's. It was always consistently mid food
It's a place you can wake up with a headache
and leave
and
with a
eat-
bigger headache.
and eat very salty food and leave with a bigger headache.
So my problem with Denny's though is it wasn't bad. It was consistent.
I like the amount of food you get.
Denny's is consistent,
Yeah.
but it's not good consistent.
It's
Denny's-
They have great hash browns. That's
Yes.
the only thing I know about
Denny's
Denny's
is
their
like-
salty ass hash browns are delicious.
Denny's is mid food, but it's consistent. That's my thing with like between a Denny's and a Perkins. Is Perkins fluctuated whether good and bad, and like that's my thing with Bob Evans. Bob Evans is also fluctuates like really good and really bad, but Denny's was always consistently mid.
Speaking of breakfast food, you haven't gone to the Central Diner, right?
No, but
So good.
no,
Yes.
but the Oakdale Diner.
Also so
We
good.
have to go because
So,
I've never went.
The Oakdale Diner is another one of those places like just a small town thing, and it's set up like an 80s 90s diner
They
style.
even have like jukebox and everything.
And they have like car, like
Ooh.
they have a trunk of a car that turned into seats.
Okay, that's
As they're in their
awesome.
little waiting section, they have one of those, and their booths remind you of like an 80s diner, and it's in like a trailer shaped building.
It's one of those places that you go in thinking, huh, this place doesn't look great. And eat food and it's the best fucking diner
Yeah,
you've ever eaten.
I would
Like,
go
like-
back. That place was so good. We had
Yeah.
that after that night at I don't remember what we called him on the podcast. We stayed at his place all night.
Fred.
We stayed at Fred's place and we had a good time. And then we woke up the next morning. and we're like,
I didn't have
We
a
need
good
to eat.
time.
what? Yes, you did.
Threw up.
So what? So we had a really good time, and then the next morning we woke up and we're like, okay, where are we gonna go? And we agreed to just go try this place. And that diner was so good.
Yeah.
So good.
They need to get more business because they were phenomenal.
Dude, they're all every time I've gone in there 2 times after, and they've been fucking wall to wall packed every time.
Really? 'Cause
Yeah.
that time we went in, there wasn't a lot of people in, but that was a Sunday morning.
I was gonna say we were also
There's
very.
I
off
imagine.
kilter there.
I imagine their Sundays are crazy because all those people come out of church and probably go there.
Yeah.
Because my thing is, I remember getting out of church, and that was my parents when they switched weeks was on a Sunday. So I would have to either go to church with my mom like after my dad's week, or when my dad picked me up from church, we would go to Perkins after. Oh,
They had really good shit on Shingles. I really.
where? Oh, at the
Oakdale
diner.
Diner.
Yeah, no, really good. Their food. I had a burger for breakfast though, but it was so good.
It's like a 1 pound burger, and this dude
It was like
devoured.
$12.
It looked phenomenal.
It was like $12
Some
for a
bacon on
full
there.
ass pound burger, and their mac and cheese, great.
Can I have another Twizzler?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I know. Their food is great.
I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, I'm going to Firehouse after this.
Yeah, food is like a passion of mine.
We can just have the rest.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Food and gaming are like my passions, my hobbies in life. It's eating food and playing video games. So like, this topic we could talk for like hours on. But sadly, our podcast has had to come to an end.
I was just saying, we're probably gonna have to end it soon. Just 'cause.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an hour 15 minute. That's just fine. But like, if we want to go on another food topic another time,
Let's
I'm
actually
so
bring
down.
food.
Yeah, like we'll do another podcast where we do food again.
Or I'll make food and we can just eat it while we're
Yeah.
talking.
I'm so down to like do another food.
Give
topic.
me free reign of your kitchen in a couple podcasts, and we'll
I'm down.
I'm so down.
bet.
But we do have to bring the podcast to an end. Recap. We love food, and there's some great places that you should try out. And if there's local places or there's places you've never had before, go try them. Like, don't be scared of like, oh, I don't know if I'll like the food. Like, that's how I am right now with Sushi Bomb, but I feel like I'm gonna go and I'm gonna love it. So like,
We also live in PA. Feel free at any time to recommend some places that maybe we haven't said here.
Northwest
Maybe we
PA.
have tried, maybe we haven't. Feel free to recommend. We'll always be down to try. We'll always get back to y'all.
yeah, West and Northwest PA. My floor's clean. It's fine. 5-second rule. Western, Northwestern PA area. That's where we are. You just gotta recommend stuff in that area, and we'll go there.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we
Happy
hope y'all
Thanksgiving.
have great Thanksgivings, and we hope you enjoyed this podcast.
Absolutely, and look out for the next one on Wednesday.
Bye bye.